I just want people to have a glimpse into, our regular conversations.
Absolutely.
And I think we've been quite close for some time.
For sure.
And it's such a privilege. So the first time we met was when I came for the Akwamu Festival.
Yeah.
Yes, and I saw you and I was like, no, this is an amazing MC because you literally have the history of Akwamu in your palm or at your fingertips.
Still learning.
You were dropping it one by one, and for me, that is actually like one of the interesting parts of the what's the name of the festival?
The 60th anniversary.
The 60th anniversary.
Instrument of the Queen Mother.
Exactly, of Akwamu.
Yes, Akwamu.
Which happened last year.
Yeah.
And your video with the former president as well went viral. You describing him, and it's quite interesting. But how has it been? It's been so long.
For sure. We're still managing.
Right.
We're still managing, pushing forward. No, it isn't all that easy to do, but we're still pushing up.
I know.
Yeah, we're still pushing up. Yeah.
And this our conversation doesn't have a formula because this is just you and I spending some time together. And I've just seen a photo of you with the former president.
Oh, you're so smart. I think yeah. I think when he lost the wife, the Akwamuhene Odeneho Kwafo Akoto III went to his residence at Kitasi, the blue area, yes, to do our condolences to him. Yes, so that's why I got the opportunity to take a snap with him. Yeah.
But what character is he on a very personal level?
Kwafo. Oh, very sober personality. Very sober. He's humble, ready to mingle with anyone. I don't know. Maybe I didn't knew him from his early stage, but getting closer to him at this later stage of his life.
Right.
Oh yes, he's a very sober personality.
How did the people of Akwamu got him for your celebration last year?
That's a very great question. Kwafo is from Abejefi. Abejefi is in the Ashanti region, and they are of the Abiana clan. And Akwamu stool is also of the Abiana clan.
Okay.
So that's sort of the connection. Yes. Then we have the Abiana, the Asuna, the Agwana, the Asetis. We are from the Abiana clan. That's a dog emitting or spitting fire.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I've seen that.
Yes, that's a issue on its own.
Right.
Yes, so he's also from the Abiana clan, from Abejefi. So he sees himself as an Abianani, and for that matter, an Akwamu. So inviting him to that program was for him coming home. Yes.
And last time in our conversation as well, you mentioned that former President Akwamu is also linked to Akwamu.
Yes.
In what sense?
Well, former President Akwamu is linked to Akwamu, and the home that he comes from in Akwamu is the second in command in the whole of Akwamu State. That's the Osumenyawa stool, or the Osumenyawa home. And his maternal grandmother moved from here and got married. Married took him from here, let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Married took him from here, and they settled at Abomosu. From Abomosu, then family extension, so he got his part from Chibi, and also from Akropong. So originally, when we talk of Akufado, his maternal lineage is from Akropong.
That's a very interesting part of our history as people, because for a very long time we've known him as somebody from Chibi.
Yeah.
So I think this makes
I'm very proud that he knows himself. Anytime I meet him and I say it, his mother say, "Yeah, this guy."
He remembers you for that.
He remembers me for that
appellation.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the people of Akwamu. Who are the people of Akwamu? In a very simple.
This is a very, do I say big or huge question? Because when we talk about the people of Akwamu, history says that even the name Akwamu, they got it from the Cone Mountains in Côte d'Ivoire, present-day Côte d'Ivoire.
Oh, okay.
He's once stayed over there, so being closer to the Corn Mountain, then Akwamu. Now, second school of thought also has it that the people of Akwamu.
This is one interesting thing about this place. Anyway. Okay.
History also has it that the people of Akwamu were warriors. So whenever you meet them, and well, let me put it this way. The Akwamus once also stayed at Nana Osei area in Sawam area.
Right.
You know, then in the Gold Coast, the British, the Dutch, they used the Christian broadcaster. So before you can have access to the white man, you need to pass through the Akwamus. So if you try to exempt paying tax to the people of Akwamu,
Right.
they just break your neck. So they were Akwamu.
Hey.
Yes, that's Akwamu for you. So they are different, and even there is a last school of thought that they stayed closer to the Kumbu River.
Okay.
So when we talk of Akwamu, there are so many school of thought about the name Akwamu. Now back to your question. When we say Akwamus, you should say that they moved from Ethiopia.
Right.
From Ethiopia.
Just like the guns. Right?
Okay.
Okay. The guns came from. Okay, let's continue.
Yes. So they moved from Ethiopia through the southern part of Sudan, then to Côte d'Ivoire, where I just mentioned of the Corn Mountains. Now from Côte d'Ivoire, they moved to Twifuma. Twifuma is in the central region.
Yes.
One will ask why the movement, They moved because one, the introduction of Islamic religion.
Okay.
They believe in the African traditional religion.
The Akwamus believe in the
African traditional religion.
Okay.
And as of that time, that was when the Islamic religion was emerging up in the 14th centuries, in the 15th century. So the Akwamus never liked the idea of accepting a foreign religion.
Okay.
So they had to move. So back to.
I think it should be civilization other than religion, because I don't necessarily believe
That
our
is-
way of life is a religion. It's rather a tradition or so.
Yes, they believe in their ancestors. They believe in their gods. They believe in their instincts.
Right.
They believe in the supreme being as well. So for another person to tell him that you have to worship the Creator through this way, they saw it as something unfortunate.
Right.
So they had to move.
Right.
So the first day or the first place of stay was Twifuma in the central region. That was where the Akwamus carved their first tool in the year 1480s. 1480s. Now, from that place they had to move. So when we talk of Akwamu, they moved through Esamankase. So currently, as people of Esamankase are part of Akwamu. Traditionally,
Okay.
they are Akwamus.
Wow.
Talking of Ebri here, Akwamuhene is a nephew to the Akwamuhene.
Right.
So the Ebris are Akwamus. Talking of Kede, they are most of the Adriana clans and Akan states scattered all over are part of the Akwamus.
What about when you go up to Bono? Is it Bono East?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. The people of Doma.
Doma.
The people of Doma. For Doma, we just separated a few years ago at Nana Osei.
Okay.
For the people of Doma, the current paramount chief of Doma is a twin brother,
Nana
Osei Bonsu Hyeaman.
Right.
Traditionally and historically, he is the junior twin brother to the Akwamuhene.
Right.
Yes, it was through chieftaincy succession dispute that broke the Akwamus and the ties between the Akwamus and the Domas. Because the then king and successor, before his demise, he told his kinsmen, when I'm off or when I visit the ancestral world, make sure that the elder nephew of mine, that is Atapain, succeeds me. He, the same person, also told the queen mother in a certain fashion that after my demise, make sure the younger twin nephew of mine succeeds me. So when he was called to the ancestral world, there was chieftaincy dispute, not between two brothers, but two twins.
Okay.
A senior twin brother and a junior twin brother. So the queen mother, in her own wisdom, decided to take a section of the people of Akwamu away with the junior brother. So, because I told you when the Akwamus came, they passed through Central region. They have also toured the Ashanti region, Kwamang area. So they knew all those places.
Right.
So the Queen Mother and the section of the Akwamus had to pass through Ashanti region, then Tripono.
Right.
Yes, that is. We have a very strong ties, and even up to now, when Osajefo Domahene is hosting any program, we move there.
He also participated in the
We are
festival last time.
intertwined. In fact, we are
And
brothers.
you mostly see the Akwamuhene and Nana Osei
Yes.
at most public functions.
Absolutely,
And-
they make sure they move together.
And the relationship is always nice. The gestures are, to the public, it's always
that is a beautiful. That is a beautiful.
And your present home,
Yeah.
which we all call Akwamuhene, how long has it been existing?
Very good question. We moved here, history says, around 1730.
Woo!
Yes.
Many centuries ago.
Yes, 1730. So, our last place of stay was at Nyanawaso, as said earlier. In the olden days, there was nothing like a Akwamu.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Akwamuhene controlled as far as from Winneba to Weda in Benin. Akwamu stretched about 250 miles radius, about 400 kilometers.
That's huge.
Yes, most part of Accra was part of Akwamu, and even as of now, Otublohum
Yes.
in Accra,
Still pays for
they still pay homage.
the Akwamu
Yes,
seats.
and Otublohum need to do in Sake is the Abakumahene to the Akwamu state.
What does that mean?
I think we believe that.
Our history is so interesting, and it's only nice for us to have conversations like this,
Yeah.
so we understand where we are coming from.
Yeah.
So, well, if you just join us, see, it's not an interview. It's just, for me, this is my big man, and anytime I meet him, the conversation is always about our history, our culture, who we know, who we don't know, who we are, just to share with the rest of the world. I believe we are making your day as well. Now, you are one of the best MCs, beside the fact that you are the linguist to the Akwamuhene. Your position is so huge. Now let's talk about this. The Akwamuhene is one of the respected, traditional leaders in Ghana.
Absolutely.
Beside the ceremonial rules, we see him, sitting on stage, receiving visitors, guests. How does the ordinary day of the Akwamuhene looks like?
The ordinary day of Akwamuhene is a busy and scheduled. Yes, he has a very tight schedule because.
So it's not after festivals.
No. When you come to the palace, day in, day out, people are coming with their land disputes, with their problems, with their.
Do we have land disputes and laws?
Yes, there is.
Oh,
There is.
but
There is
that's
among
investors.
yes, among families, among even the Akwamu state and other surrounding states. Yes, but thank God that we have a leader who is always for peace.
Right.
Always makes sure that we sit around the table and try to put things together.
Right.
Not talking about only land dispute. They have chieftaincy dispute as well. So each day people are just tripping in with their
Akwamu is
problem.
just like any other traditional area with pockets of issues and all that.
Absolutely.
But this is one of the best destinations in terms of tourism in Ghana. Nobody can rule out the magic of the bridge where we are seated right now. Thousands of millions of investments are all around, from hotels to beach houses to islands to almost everything you can think of. So this is like one-stop destination for Ghana's tourism industry. Now, with this pocket of land dispute and all that, don't you think it will reduce investor confidence? Because listen, in as much as I feel this place is one of the best destinations, there's a lot more we can actually do here if we are given the chance. I mean, if people can walk in, go through the right process, acquire space to develop. You know what I mean?
Akwamu has been blessed with a leader, a visionary leader, who I will call him someone who always calm down the waters. No matter how hot the water is.
And that should be a leader.
When he comes in, everything comes down.
Right.
So, through his leadership and through his leadership skills,
Right.
he's been able to set up the Akwamu Customary Land Secretariat.
Good.
So, comparing the chieftaincy dispute in
In the past.
10, 15 years ago, and for now, you can see that
A lot of improvement.
there has been a massive
Great.
Yeah.
And big shout out to Akwamu. That is what we really have now. Now, this is your present home, right? Which areas in this particular part of Ghana is referred to as Akwamu territory? I know Udu is part, Abuasa is one.
Okay.
Isu is
Apesu,
one. Akusumbo is literally.
Akosomo is part of Akwamu. Frankedria.
Oh, for a very long time I thought it was
Frankedria is part of Akwamu.
really. Then we have Bosu.
No, Enum Boso was then part of Akwamu,
Okay.
but
It's no more.
It's no more.
Oh, I see.
Yes. But coming
Previously,
from,
right?
Previously.
Please don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Because I actually saw the chief some time ago. Or that's in at the anniversary.
Yes, the current Akwamuhene father hails from Enum.
Oh,
And that makes it so beautiful. So there is no way Akwamus and Enums can go for war. No.
Okay. But they belong to which traditional area?
We have the Enum traditional area,
Beautiful.
and we have the Boso traditional area as
Okay.
well.
So let's continue with Akwamu territories.
Yeah. So coming from
Okay, let's start from Accra.
So from Bom, the first stop is Accra.
Yes.
Accra, we have the Cortes, that's the old Senche.
Let's say Accra.
Accra, the enclave, the
Yes.
new town,
Right.
all those areas coming to Achimpuku here, down to Mengwase,
Right.
Pomu, which most of you refer to as Tosca. Pomu.
Yes,
That's the
yes.
traditional name. Pomu, Akosobo, Dumasa, Pese, Jekiti, Enyase, they're all parts.
Dumasa.
Yes.
Giftientis.
Husband Oyakeshe and Sakwao. Yes, he serves in the
So
under the
anytime you
Akwamu
see
traditional
Ohene
area.
here in the area, you should know she's home.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
absolutely. So Akwamu is big.
Whoa.
And one thing that you might ought to know is in Sawam area, we have some part of in Sawam area that is Sechikrum, Nuka. These places are part of Akwamu. And even till now, they pay homage to Akwamu. They are part of our traditional setup. And whenever there is traditional meeting, traditional council meeting, they come as well.
Now, for me, the what's the name of the festival?
Akwasidai.
Akwasidai. For me, it's one of the historic festivals we have in Ghana.
Yeah.
And if I get a chance, I would attend as long as I'm alive. Because I just love to know about our history, who we are. That's the most important thing to me. Now, when it comes to the festival, people say that the way the festival is very prominent, looking at the number of people who attend this festival. This is a conversation I had, during one of the festival from the audience, that it will be more economically important if they move it out from the palace to a bigger space. As somebody close to the seat, have you ever thought of this before?
Well, when we talk of leadership and decision making, it will be very easy to make suggestions or to give us suggestions from outside.
Right.
One thing that we ought to know, well, the person might be halfway correct.
Right.
And this decision will not lie in my power, but well, we can discuss it as at a traditional meeting level or even with a paramount chief. But we shouldn't also lose focus on the main reason why we're celebrating the festival. How do we celebrate festival and take out the traditional edifice, the palace from it? Because getting closer to the grounds, which is the forecourt of the palace, you also get the opportunity to enter the palace and eventually learn certain
for me,
things.
I was privileged to visit the palace.
Yes. And we also blessed, maybe you might not know, we have a museum in the palace.
Beautiful.
About 300 years old and even over antiques.
Palace.
Yes. So anytime you visit Akwamu and try and visit the Akwamu Museum, the Bojari
very
Museum.
Soon,
yeah.
I need to visit the palace.
You have to.
And share with you the exciting things I'm going to learn over there. And also you should come. Like, give people reasons why they should come to Akwamu. People are here almost every weekend. There is no single weekend that this bridge is entirely empty. You have visitors all over, but let's ask them to come to
There are
Akwamu.
so many reasons that you need to come to Akwamu. Let me take it from the traditional perspective.
Right.
If you are someone who is culturally inclined and you want to learn more, about the people of Akwamu and the history of Ghana, I will suggest or propose to you that you find time and visit the Akwamu Museum.
Right.
It will interest you to know that we have in the Akwamuhene's possession a key, the original keys to the Osu Christian
I want you to
Castle.
listen to this. This is a very important.
The
In fact,
original
give me the camera.
keys to the Osu Christian Castle. It has its own long history, but I want to tell you they have the original keys, which was seized by the Akwamuhene's nephew by name Asimeni. When you get to the runabout, the Atipoku runabout, you see a statue there. That is Asimeni's statue. He and his team from Akwamu, about 80 men. Asimeni got an employment to the Osu Christian Castle. He won the heart and admiration of the then governor. Then he told his men, hey, there was a reason for him staging that coup. He got about 80 men to support him to capture the Osu Christian Castle. This was around 1693.
Right.
And to cut a long story short, before the governor was able to come renegotiate for the castle to be handed back over to them, Akwamuhene requested that they pay about 300 pieces of silver, after which they have to change the original locks of the Osu Christian Castle. So the original keys, which was seized from the Christian Castle in 1693 and 1694, is currently in the possession of Akwamuhene. Where else can you get such great antiques? We have a spiritual cloth worn by the Akwamuhene for sacred purposes, which is over 300 years, a UNESCO tested bulletproof cloth. Akwamuhene never used batakari for war, he used cloth. And when certain enchantments are done on this particular cloth, it becomes bulletproof. And mind you, there is no way a bullet can enter that cloth. It is currently in the possession of the Akwamuhene. There are so many things we can talk of which time will not permit. So traditionally, you can visit. You have to visit Akwamu. Now let's talk of relaxation.
Exactly.
Beautiful place like this. Where else can you get? Let's talk about the serenity of the area. There are so many big hotels and facilities around here. You can talk of Bridgeview Hotel, you can talk of Peninsula, you can talk of the
A lot
Royal
of them.
Saint-Jay. There are so many that you can, and even where we are in the Bridgeview, you can kind of have a feel of the
come and have a
natural breeze. So you need to come. And for investment purposes, you have to visit Akwamu. The office of the Akwamuhene's Land Secretary is open to each and every investor who wants to and yearn to invest in Akwamu, you need to come.
In fact, that is a very important aspect of the Ghanaian history, the part played by the Akwamu kingdom in sustaining the Ghana we have now.
Well, lest I forget, I need to share this with you. How the Akwamus helped raise the Ashanti kingdom. I don't know if you might be interested.
Everyone is interested in this conversation.
Yes.
And this is the reason why there's no way I'll be passing by and would not want to stop over. Let's talk.
Yes, the Akwamus helped uplifting the Ashanti kingdom. History says even Osei Tutu I, the mother couldn't conceive as of then. So there is a deity in Akwamuhene at one town called Akwamuhene. The name of the deity, yes,
from Pakadan.
You are good. Yeah, correct. So there is a deity there by name Tutuabo.
Okay.
Hence come the name Osei Tutu. Yes.
Come again.
The name of the deity
is called
Tutuabo.
Tutuabo.
And Tutuabo deity is a warlord deity for the Akwamuhene. Whenever he goes for war, he used the Tutuabo deity. So the mother of Osei Tutu couldn't conceive. So in the olden days, Osei Tutu I, he had to come here for certain cleansing and other stuff before she was able to conceive Osei Tutu I. Now he was sent to the courtyard of the Denchahene those days. Nana Intim Jakari, for him to learn chieftaincy act and for him to be brought up as a royal, since he was a royal. And in the olden days, the Ashantis were under the supremacy of the Denchas. Now fast forward, something happened of which, well, it might not be too interesting for the Ashantis, so I need not to talk about it. But Osei Tutu had to run for protection in the Akwamuhene's court. That was where he met Akwamuhene. Akwamuhene was a very powerful priest who prophesied to
who
prophesied to the Akwamuhene that a time will come that, well, we believe that you have your kingdom, talking of about 250 miles radius, 400 kilometers, very vast state or kingdom. By the time will come, your kingdom will drop, it will come down. And so who was so powerful, never believed Akwamuhene. So he told me, hey, please put him in the prison. So Akwamuhene was in the prison of the Akwamuhene. He got a keenly, when Osei Tutu ran from the church to Akwamu, he became a friend to Akwamuhene. So when Osei Tutu's uncle Obri Yeboah was called to the ancestral world, those days we didn't have anything like Ashanti, but it was a town, Kwaman. So he had to go and rule the people of Kwaman. But when he was going, he asked Sansan, and Lord, I'll be so grateful if you could release a friend that I've gotten here for me, because I want to. Oh, he has no use. Just send him away.
Really?
Yes. We never believed him because Ansan Seku was so powerful.
The Akwamu people didn't believe.
No. Because they didn't believe him because the Akwamuhene himself was so powerful. You understand? He was so powerful those days. So he never wanted a priest to prophesy to him, to tell him what is coming forth.
This is a part of our history I've never heard anywhere.
Yes,
before.
you need to hear. We know that he hails from Okugwa, what have you. But
so I want to know which one is first. Is it Akwamu or Okugwa?
He hails from Okugwa. That's where he comes from.
Really?
That is his home.
And not from Noche.
Oh, well, that is for some other historians. But for what I know, he's from Okugwa.
Okay.
Now, we're not diving into that. But one thing we are much interested in is he moved to Akwamuhene's palace. You know, those days he was working with kings, powerful kings. So he came to Akwamuhene's palace, he gave certain prophecies and he never believed in, as I said earlier. So he had to.
But did they manifest later?
Yes. Yes, because looking at Akwamu then and
Right.
Akwamu now, in terms of our lands, our power, no, there is no way you can compare the then Akwamu, which comprised the whole of Ghana State, the whole of Akwamu, maybe the whole of Akwamu area was part of Akwamu, and
Wow.
Busu was part of. You get me right?
Wow.
Yes.
So under what condition was he released?
Oh, as I said earlier,
Yes,
he
has
was just
no
giving.
power. They should let him go.
Let him go.
And
So when Osei II was moving, the Akwamuhene released about 300 soldiers to protect Osei II because he believed that upon his route, I told you earlier that he had stayed in the Dintrahene's palace and he did something and he ran for protection from Akwamu.
right.
So there is
To
a
Akwamu?
yes.
Right.
Those days when we talk of powerful stage, it was Dintra, Akwamu, and others.
Wow,
Yes.
Dentra, Akwamu and others.
Yes.
Meaning they've defeated a lot of territories.
Oh, absolutely.
wow.
Absolutely. But we're not much into
Yeah,
that is history.
You know, we'll be taking this conversation
Yes.
bit by bit. I should be coming off in.
Yes, that is history for you. So when he moved, Akwamuhene and Sanseku gave him about 300 soldiers to protect him. So from the people of Dintra, because they might meet him and well do whatever they wanted or planned earlier against him. And Okofanochi was part of the thing that moved.
But how did the whole Akwamu state felt when you start hearing that Okonfanochi has done A, B, C, D? At no point in time you try following up to bring him say like, listen, you need to come back home.
Sanseku, as I made it clearly that he was a powerful man, both spiritually and physically. So there was no way he believed Okofanochi. And I'm sure even if he were to be alive right now,
Yes.
he would still
Well,
doubt.
these are some of the things you begin to think when conversations like this hit your head and you're like, but it should have happened this way, it shouldn't have happened this way. Now, this bridge, there's one thing we've been hearing for years, that JJ, former president Jerry John Rawlings, used a jet to pass under this bridge. Is that true?
We also heard it when we were young. But as to whether there are proofs
Yes.
to that, I'm so sorry, I haven't come across that. But we also heard when we were young, we heard that.
But this was built by Kwame Nkrumah,
yes,
right?
yes. The suspension bridge.
Who currently manages this stretch?
It should be the government and the
Yes, I mean
Assembly.
traditionally.
Traditionally, it's on the Akwamu land. Talking of the the dam, the Akwamu Dam.
So that Kosombo Dam.
Traditionally, it is on the Akwamu land.
Okay.
Yes. Years back, about 8 to 10 years, if only my memory serves me right, there was a drought around. Let me see, there was drought. The whole of Ghana, so the level of the water sank down. The Akwamuhene was called to perform certain traditional rituals. Myself, I was there.
Wow.
Just after performing the rituals, in less than 30 minutes to an hour, it started raining.
Really?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Our conversations never end, and we didn't want to take too much of your time. But I believe you've learned something. If you are an Akwamu, I just want to say big shout out to you. Try and be coming home often and be an ambassador of your culture. Wherever you are coming from, I'm a Gan, I'm anywhere, is an Akwamu. We are family, we are one people. No matter what. Our ancestors have been able to coexist for years, and as we speak right now, we are united by the red, yellow, green with the black star in the middle. So everywhere you go, spread love, say no to hate, so say no to tribalism. Thanks for watching, my brother. Such an honor. Such an honor.
Thank you, bro.
When is your next event? Because you are almost everywhere emceeing events. This is one of the best MCs you can find anywhere.
I'm just praying and looking forward to a call from the Kwapem traditional area.
Yes!
I strongly believe, because let me check my calendar. I think somewhere October, they will be having their Habudra. So I'm looking forward to receiving.
I was there last year.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be there this year.
We just praying to receive their call.
Hello, Palace. We are waiting for that phone call. Let's take it out. All right.
All right.
Done.